So after the January 6th committee released their executive summary last week, legal experts began pouring through it, as well as looking at the criminal referrals that were also sent. And multiple different legal experts with different legal backgrounds, employed at different firms, media outlets, whatever it is, they all came to the same conclusion. And that conclusion, again, reached by all of these independent professional experts, is that they all believe Mark Meadows, Donald Trump's former chief of staff, may have already flipped on him. The reason they believe this is because Mark Meadows, being the central figure in everything that happened, he did get a criminal referral, but he didn't get a criminal referral for obstruction. That's kind of odd, isn't it? The guy who defied a subpoena and actually got a criminal referral for defying the subpoena, which, is obstruction, didn't get referred for that again, and to a greater degree as more of his obstructing efforts were, of course, revealed in the executive summary. So legal experts looked at that and they said, that's not normal. Now, of course, he did get the referral for attempt to defraud the United States, which, by the way, is exactly what I had been saying these people would be charged with, but, referral, whatever. But why not list all the things, right? Why suddenly go easy on Mark Meadows? And the answer, of course, that these legal experts came to, because it makes the most sense, is that he's already cooperating. So here's what that could look like if, of course, that is what's happening. Now, as I mentioned, Meadows has been referred for criminal prosecution by the January 6th committee. So they didn't just drop everything against him. But they're not going after him for the obstruction, which, of course, is one of the most obvious, including the phone call made from Meadows' assistant to Cassidy Hutchinson the night before her testimony, where he said, Mark wants me to let you know that he knows you're loyal and he knows you'll do the right thing tomorrow and that you're going to protect him and the boss. That's pretty clearly witness tampering, but we're not going to do that. And again, the reason you would likely not go after that, even when it's so glaringly obvious, is because you've got him cooperating. Now, the cooperation, if it is occurring, again, this is kind of speculation. We're going off what the experts say. I'm just giving you a little more insight. If the cooperation is happening, then it's still happening, right? The DOJ is not finished. They need all these cooperating witnesses. So what you would do to ensure the cooperation is not go after all the charges immediately. When the cooperation continues, and assuming that the cooperation bears fruit, meaning, yeah, you're cooperating, but are you giving us anything that we can actually use to go after some of the bigger guys? And when we're talking about the bigger guys than Mark Meadows, that, of course, would be Donald Trump, and I think only Donald Trump. Maybe other sitting members of Congress, but who knows? But if you don't have something that's going to basically guarantee us we're going to get somebody bigger than you behind bars, then your cooperation is meaningless. We're going to hit you with charges that we still have sitting out here, and then you're done. But because you cooperated a little bit, we're not going to hit you with everything. You're probably going to get a reduced sentence. So here's what we can expect. Or I shouldn't say expect. Here's what we need to look for moving forward. If Mark Meadows is not charged, that to me would be a strong indication that he cooperated fully, but not just cooperated fully, gave them information to take down somebody much bigger than him. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to what happens to Meadows. Pay attention to any reports that come out, any leaks about Meadows. Because if it seems like the DOJ is not going to go after him, it's because he's been a good little flipper and he's given them something very, very valuable. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.